Could someone please tell the New York Times this is not the Pentagon Papers? Listen to this. Today, the New York Times publishing an article with the headline, Marco Rubio and his wife cited 17 times for traffic infractions. An article about a major presidential candidate and his speeding tickets. But get this. In the actual article, the Times points out that Senator Rubio has only had 4 infractions, not 17, and all 4 of Senator Rubio's traffic infractions are over 18 years. So what's the deal? RNC Chairman Reince Priebus joins us. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, too.
What's the deal? Is it he's not getting a job with Uber?
Well, first of all, it's ridiculous even to think that getting a few speeding tickets is even an interesting story, let alone a story for the New York Times.
Which would be different if it were like drunk driving or if he tried to pay off a cop or something like that. There's none of this.
Well, that's right. And, you know, here's what the deal is. Another article came out during the day, and you can actually track when people go into places like Miami-Dade, you know, court records. Every time someone pulls a record, they have to record who's pulling it. Yeah. Turns out every single record was pulled by American Bridge, which is a Hillary Clinton research group.
Oh, really? So it was not by the New York Times?
It wasn't by the New York Times. Pull by pull was American Bridge. So what happens is you've got these research groups, or Hillary's team. They package up the deal, and they say, oh, here you go. Here's some really bad stuff about Marco Rubio. Oh, we got a parking ticket. And then they go write the story.
Well, wait a second. Is there any indication the New York Times tried to get the records themselves first, or are they getting served up this by the?
The reports that we saw today showed that pull by pull, all fractions came from this Democrat research firm.
And not like Alan Rappaport or Steve Etter, who's on.
Listen, I'm not gonna accuse anyone of anything. All I'm telling you is that it's quite a coincidence that every single poll for every single report comes from Hillary's research. And here's the thing that we kind of step back a little bit. You know, what someone getting a speeding ticket is that's normal life. What isn't normal is Hillary Clinton not even driving a car for 20 years. I mean, does she even have a driver's license? I don't know. I mean, if you want to talk about what is normal, this is going to turn around and bite Hillary Clinton because she doesn't even drive.
Well, we're told the New York Times, they say they got it on their own. So that's what they say. You know what I thought was sort of peculiar was the headline. It said, Marco Rubio and his wife cited 17 times for traffic infractions. And I thought, maybe it's sexist of me, I thought that probably Marco Rubio, being the guy, had, 16 of them. You know, it turns out he has only 4 of them, that it's his wife who's got the driving issue.
Well, in Washington...
So why are they pinning that on him? I mean, why are they putting him together?
Well, listen, as a mainstream, this is what goes on. But this is also when research groups from other entities package up reports.
Do you guys do that, though? Come on. The Republicans...
Listen, everyone does it.
Okay, so everyone Republicans do it, too.
No, everyone does it. But the point is that here we got the New York Times, and you have later in the day, the Washington Free Beacon comes out and shows citation by citation, pull by pull, is coming from American Bridge. But my point is, besides all this, because no one cares about a speeding ticket. In fact, that's a normal thing in life. My point is, what they're trying to do in Hillary land is try to kind of, show the shiny object, move away from the real issue, which is someone who hasn't talked to reporters in months, hasn't driven a car in 20 years, and she doesn't even have the ability to get a traffic ticket because she doesn't drive.
Well, we'll be watching to see what Republican groups are digging around the public records, too.
Everybody digs around.
Everybody digs around. It's, but the thing that bothers me is that, use good judgment. I mean, if there had been a story that Marco Rubio, Senator Rubio, had paid off a cop, then it'd be different. Right, I mean, but this is over so many years that
who doesn't have a parking ticket and a driving infraction? I don't know. I don't. Maybe you have a. I don't. I've gotten speeding tickets. There's no way. It's impossible.
All right. He admits it. I didn't. Anyway, nice to see you.
All right. Thanks.